Guys, it's Saturday morning, 9:36. So I'm going to have to get ready to go to work soon. But a couple things. One is that Rihanna is not here this weekend. And all I can really tell you about that, because it seems like when I air dirty laundry, people take advantage of that. And let's just put it this way. Savannah's the reason why she's not here. So, with that said, moving along, we'll deal with that. But we did get to see her last weekend, and we got to go on the train, so really happy about that. So, I've got a whole bunch of card videos prepped and ready to do one a day of all my fancier Christmas cards. And now I'm working on some distress cards again. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? I got some new dies and I'm having fun. So, wanted to talk about a couple things. And one of those things is the frustrating issue on YouTube. I am getting a lot of my videos flagged for review, and that they are not allowing them to be monetized because they say there's something wrong with them. And I kind of understood that. I didn't really understand it, but I at least sort of understood that when I had a lot of vlogs where I was talking about the election and stuff like that. But now they're flagging my haul videos, my card videos. It's ridiculous. And I'm not digging it at all, because you have to request a manual review, and your video is not allowed to be monetized until the review is done, and they won't review it until you have a certain number of views, and it's just really frustrating. So I hired another receptionist. We'll see how that goes. This one's worked at doggy daycare and as a receptionist at a motorcycle dealership. We shall see what happens with this one. She's starting today. But, and she looks young. She looks maybe 21-ish. So we'll see what happens with that. We only had one trick-or-treater. I don't get it. I mean, tell me, when you guys were kids, how it was. Because when I was a kid, Rizzo. Sometimes she's really obnoxious. So anyway, when I was a kid, it was like the greatest thing on earth, Halloween. And the streets were packed with kids. I mean, packed. And now, like I said, we had one, and it was the little kid from across the street. And I had a, big bowl of candy ready, and was looking forward to it. And Rihanna was Wonder Woman, and on the train she was the princess, and she wanted to be the princess. I did not encourage that. That was her choice. Because I told her you could be Wonder Woman. She probably should have been Wonder Woman. It was so warm that day. That costume probably would have worked out really good. Because it was, I mean, I would look at her wearing her princess costume and think, oh my gosh, that poor baby is hot. But she never complained. So, looking forward to the holidays. Not 100% sure, but kind of sure that we're supposed to have her for Thanksgiving, but definitely having Shane. He got a couple of packages, and I sent him a picture of the packages, and he was like, yay! Things for his new truck. So he's excited, and I'm so proud of him, and really disappointed because I talked to him yesterday, and I was like, so have you talked to your dad? And he was like, not lately. I said, did you tell him you got a new truck, or you got a, you have your own truck now? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, was he happy for you? And he's like, not really. And it's really strange, guys. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory. So unfortunately, when the kids were growing up, their dad was a truck driver, so he wasn't home much when he was working, because there was a lot of years he just didn't work. And he wasn't a good father. But Shane idolized him. Absolutely idolized him. So it always perplexed me that, because, he was just, I don't know, it was weird to me. Because I was the one who was the loving, nurturing provider, and Dad was just kind of, I don't know, it wasn't, I don't know how to explain it any better than that. So anyway, all his little life, up until the time he was probably 18, 19. He just thought his dad hung the moon. So it hasn't been until recently. I call it recently. It's not really recently, because Shane is now 26. But so for the last 7 years, he's kind of been about his dad. And I think that when kids grow, when they're young, they just see their parents as awesome and spectacular. And then once they grow up, sometimes they can look at their parents and be like, not so much. I'm afraid that's what's going to happen in the case of my daughter. But I'm really proud of Shane. He is really, I've talked to him before. And I've been like, Shane, when are you going to, try to settle down and stuff? And he's like, no, Mom, I am totally going to wait until I am self-sufficient and can provide for a wife. And I'm just like, music to my ears. Music to my ears. So anyway, it's been kind of a slow week at the shop. But it's like it's slow, but it's not slow. I don't know how to describe that at all. But it starts out slow. And then we get a bunch of calls. So it like picks up as the day goes on. And that's normally not how it goes for us. Normally it's, everybody's pre-booked. But I'm having fun with my new goodies. Thank you to those of you who participated in my D-stash, because that helps me get new goodies. And how I have fun. I am still struggling with how I'm going to do tutorials. I really am, guys. And this probably was not a good idea, what I just did. Ugh. Using hot glue. Maybe it'll be okay. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention at all. So what was I going to talk to you about? It was like, there was something else I was going to talk to you about. Let me go back to my subscriptions, because it seemed like somebody else's video about something. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to watch Scandal this week. So last night, at like late that Thursday night, honey was like, why aren't you watching Scandal? And I was like, ah! I was watching Stranger Things. You know, I've been watching Stranger Things, and it's like, honey asked me, he's like, so is it like really good? And I'm like, it's entertaining, but I don't think it's as awesome as everybody else seems to think it is. I'm not as impressed as everybody else. I mean, it's entertaining, and you know, I'm watching it, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think if you're watching it, because I'm just not as into it as everybody else. I guess to me, you know, the ultimate, you compare it for me to The Walking Dead, and nothing compares to The Walking Dead. I've been seeing a whole bunch of people posting their videos from Walker Stalker, and I'm like all jealous that we didn't go. Because there are a couple characters there that weren't there last year, and I am a little bit bummed about that. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. The shooter in Colorado. A couple of you have reached out to me to make sure everybody was okay, to make sure Savannah was okay, because she works at Walmart. I have no idea about Savannah. That's not the Walmart she works at, but don't ask me about Savannah, because she does not communicate with me. But yeah, that was super scary to think you just be shopping at Walmart and somebody could just shoot you. So honey and I have decided that we are going to get concealed carry permits. So we're going to have to go, we're going to have to take classes, and I'm going to have to get myself a firearm. He said, they have pink ones, honey. I'm like, I don't want a pink gun. I can just see some guy trying to rob me, and I pull out a pink gun, and he laughs. No, I'm going to get a real gun. Wish I could get a Rick Grimes gun, but that gun is a little too much for me to handle. All right. I hope I can talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope I can start decorating for Christmas tomorrow. I was going to take Rihanna to Colorado Country Christmas, so it was just very disappointing. Not just that I won't see her, but that I'm not going to go without her. That was going to be something I did with her. I've never been before, and I've been here for 17 years. So a little bit bummed out about that. And it's only one weekend a year. But anyway, I'm going to start decorating for Christmas. That's what I'm going to do this weekend to make myself happy. And I'm excited because honey's office is like right as you walk in the door, his door to his office is like a straight shot. And his room is not super full of stuff. So I'm going to be able to fit possibly 2 pencil Christmas trees in there. I told I have a new cleaning lady, and I told her yesterday about how my mom has like a tree in every room, and not necessarily a full-size tree, but at least a tabletop tree. And then in other rooms, she has full-size trees. And I'm like, I want to be like my mom. I want a tree in every room. So other than Blake's room, I'm going to have a tree in every room so we moved the desk out of our bedroom. So there's a big empty space in our bedroom. Yeah, there's going to be a tree there. I had told honey I wanted to buy a big overstuffed chair for right there. And then I was like, no, we'll wait. My mom always gives me cash for Christmas and says, will you do my Christmas shopping for me? So I'll probably get the chair with my mom's Christmas money. But in the meantime, I'll put a tree there, and then I'll get the overstuffed chair right after the holidays. It'll be perfect. So, tree in the living room. Of course, the big 9-foot tree in the living room. So we already have that one. So I'm going to need to buy a tree for our bedroom. I'm going to have to buy a tree for the office. I have a tree for the dining room. I can't, there's nowhere in here, guys, to put a tree. I mean, and besides, I'd have to have a white tree. Rihanna has a white tree in her little house. I hope she gets to utilize it. I did buy her some sea-themed ornaments. And that's another thing, is I wanted to put up her tree in her little house and have her help me decorate it this weekend. Oh, yeah. All right. We have a lot of dogs at the shop today. And Amy's there. Yay! All right. See you guys later. Happy Scrappy Saturday.